Today, I've been given 3 games I've never played with 3 sections I've never seen before, and I've been tasked to make a soundtrack for all of them with no context, no direction, and no audio. When you're making a game, you have a composer who's most likely going to be directed by a director to create the perfect music for every single part of the game. But what would happen if you gave a soundtrack composer a section or a scene from a game, but just didn't give them anything? What does a composer create when they have nothing but just the visuals and the creepy voice in their head? You forgot to take out the laundry last night. Shut up! Well, I've been a game composer for 5 years, and my biggest dream is to create a full video game soundtrack. And one of my favorite things to do is to take scenes from games I've never played before, tuning up the audio and seeing what I come up with the hopes that I can create a soundtrack so perfect, so good, that you subscribe. So without further ado, let's begin with the first game of this video. So, for the Cult of the Lamb track, I was given footage of the main character going into a church, and judging by the name of the game and the visuals, it was pretty easy to discern that this was a cult. So, I decided to create a churchy song, but make it pretty demonic and spooky. So, to start it off, I used this dark piano sound and used that to act as the bass line. And then I sang this melody and then pitched the voice up a bit, basically trying to make it sound like Animal Crossing characters doing a cultist chant. And to do that, I used a plugin called Manipulator. And no, I'm not talking about Shufflebot. You'll regret this humiliation tactic very, very soon. Okay. Then after that, I added some percussion sounds and chains, and I tried to make it sound as if the cult members were using things like barrels and trinkets as drums. Then I felt that the chants weren't spooky enough, so I made the next part of the song more creepy and diminished sounding. And then I embodied that old woman in the Simpsons movie with 100% accuracy. Once I was done with that though, I noticed that this church was an area you could go into and leave at any time, so I felt the best course of action was to create adaptive music. Adaptive music is basically, instead of having one song fading out and the completely different song fading in, you make 2 songs transition into each other seamlessly, basically with the intention for the player to not even notice that the music changed. The most recent example of adaptive music I can think of in a game is Balatro, which has multiple different variations of the music depending on if you're in the shop, during a round, and if you fail. So, to replicate this, I made a track for the campsite, and I started off by adding some nature ambience, and then I made a pretty simple but happy sounding track for the outside, but I made sure it was in the same key as the church song. And to make it adaptively transition into each other, what I did was remove parts of the happy track while the church song has already started playing. And then when the player leaves the church, I made the happy track start playing again with the drums and piano coming in first. Okay, and with that, I think I am done. What I did was I made a cult song, but I also made it like adaptively switch from going outside the tent and going inside and like making that transition nicely and smoothly. I did it by accident. That wasn't like the original plan, but we ended up doing that anyway. We go above and beyond with this episode. But without further ado, here is my version of the Cult of the Lamb song for when you go into the tent and it's a cult. Enjoy. make music in any shape or form, whether it be instrumental, soundtracks, or beats, I'm going to be live streaming with my fellow YouTuber friend Brainless on this date, and we're going to be listening to your music live on stream. So if you'd like to be a part of this absolute blast of a stream, you can head on to my Discord linked in the description. You can upload your song onto this channel, and then on this date, we will be listening to every single song on there. It's 2 tracks max, and we're only looking for songs that don't have any vocals on it, but I really hope you submit a song, and we can't wait to hear all your amazing music. Alright, back to the video. Okay, now it is time to make a song for Silksong, which is a game that I've never played, but I do know that it is like one of the best games of all time. So I am going to try my absolute hardest to make a really good song that fits well and that's not underwhelming. So I might sit here for the next 5 hours or the next 10 minutes. Start the timer. And now stop the timer. Get that off the screen. I'm just gonna try to make something good. So the recommendation of this area was given to me by this user on my YouTube post. Okay, so what I'm noticing is that it's kind of like steampunk-esque. It's dark and gloomy as well. So I'm thinking like maybe like a ticking as the beat. And so to start the song off, I found some gear sound effects on Splice and made this pattern. Then after that, I wanted to use tribal drums because I got kind of a medieval feeling from the visuals, especially the text. So I found these drums that didn't feel too modern and they made for a very kick-ass and cool sound. Then I added these strings. Which gave off this sort of heroic but still cautious feeling. Which is perfect for this little bug and their little quest to find a leaf, I assume. What is this game about? Then I added some piano, because you can't have a Goose Toe track without some beautiful piano. Then used a preset in Labs that replicated the sound of a dulcimer, which is a very medieval instrument. And then I added a charango, which is not a medieval instrument, but the original charangos were made out of armadillos, and armadillos eat bugs. So this is actually to give a little taste of bug danger. Ah, yes. Then after that, I added this string melody. And with that, the song was complete. I think I'm actually happy with this. So many times in a row, I've been working on a song and then it just doesn't work. And I'm just like, no, oh God. So I'm very satisfied. Okay, here is my version of the cogwork core area in Silksong. And hopefully it fits pretty well. And I hope you like it. Enjoy. Alright, now it is time to do the grand finale of this video with a little game called So for a game with a title as cool as ULTRAKILL and visuals that looked super fast-paced, intense, and just like non-stop action, the first thing that came to mind was to make a drum and bass type song, which is a genre all about fast-paced drums and non-stop fun. So I started the song off by finding some drum and bass drums, and then I used this incredibly cool bass sound and made this bass line. Then I added a second drum and bass hi-hat sample for even more intensity, as well as a kick and snare to make it hit even harder. And then on top of that, I used that shock bone bass that is so cool, it scares my friends.
Oh, that was a lot louder than I expected.
And then I added this lead melody. After that, I wanted to have a switch up, so I made a new bass line in the same key and created what I call the next chapter of the song. And I really love changing the bass melody for a different chapter because it unlocks the door for so many new and interesting ideas that can now work with this new bass line. Maybe that would work. Then I made this repeating piano melody, and to make it sound more interesting, I used ULTRAKILL 7 and looked for an interesting effect I could put on it. That sounds really pretty. That sounds really cool. Okay, I like that. GIF that. But because this is the last song of this video, I decided I wanted to go even further than just 2 chapters. So I got a bass and created a bridge. A bridge is a section that's different from the rest of the song and creates a really cool contrast and change that makes the track more engaging and interesting. I ended up creating a very atmospheric and dark sounding bridge, and then it went from that to the chorus again, but with that new bass line once again, which makes for such a cool ending to the song. With that, the song was complete, and I am so incredibly proud of this track, and I hope you enjoy listening to it in this video, and on all music streaming services of your choosing. But without further ado, here is my track for the game ULTRAKILL. Now it was finally time to listen to the originals and see what me and them did differently. Definitely ominous, definitely a little spooky. Holy shit! Wait a second. The drums sound very much like similar to what I did. And it's like voices. They're not, okay. The voices are not very Animal Crossing, they are just women. But like, it's a choir and it's got like percussion, like very similar to mine, with like live sounds. Holy shit. Okay, this is sounding very similar to mine already. What the fuck? Very ethereal. That sounds very cool. It does a very good job of like giving the feeling of like, yeah, this is a haunted and demonic little area. And the percussions sounds like these. I just cut my headphones in half. I think honestly, very similar. I mean, okay, look, to be honest, to be fair, not much variety of things you're gonna do when you're in a cultist little demonic church. But the fact that me and Riverboy both have like percussion sounds that sound pretty similar and like a choir or something like that, that's amazing. Riverboy, I'm a goose, I'm a swimming in your river. I think I did a very good job of having a similar feeling to the original. But yeah, I would rate this an 8 out of 10 on the similarity scale. Like, pretty damn close. Oh yes, let's go. But okay, let's also hear the outside music. Okay, I think this is like the main song of the game. So cute. Also got a little bit of a trap feeling to it. Let's go. God damn, this is a banger. They got like Animal Crossing noises, but it's an absolute bop. Sounds like an Animal Crossing character is rapping on a fire-ass beat. I love that. I love the use of 808 bass. Like, that is not widely used in video game music. Ooh! This is really well produced. It sounds really cool and just like, I mean, there's no other word for it. It's just fire. But okay, now it's time to listen to the Silksong song for Cogworks Core. Let's see if I'm just a cog in the machine or I turned it up a gear. What instrument is that? It sounds very epic. It's not like glockenspiel, it's not like a... It's some sort of like a piano type instrument, but not fully piano. Ooh! Damn, that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Kind of gives me like Santa Claus is coming vibes, you know? Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. I love strings. Yeah, very, very pretty, very, very gorgeous. That's a very like epic, but also like dangerous feeling to it. I don't know why I thought like medieval would be the thing, but like I don't think we use the similar instruments at all. I actually don't know what instrument that is. I might be a little inexperienced and stupid, but I don't know what instrument that is. But I've heard it. How similar is it to mine? I actually don't know. And does it have the similar feeling? I don't know. It definitely sounds a bit like you're in danger. It's like 4 out of 10 in the similarity scale. You know, it's time to listen to the ULTRAKILL song, which I'm very excited about because I'm excited to hear some fast-paced and crazy stuff. And I actually have no idea what it sounds like. Very scary. It sounds very dreadful. I feel like I'm about to get killed in an iron lung. I saw it maybe yesterday. When does this play? Okay, that's Oh, let's go. I knew it was drum and bass. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. The drum and bass feels very far away. Actually, everything feels very far away in this thing. Like, it definitely sounds a lot more like, I don't get. Okay, it might just because everything is red, but it sounds very red to me. It's like very like dark and broody. I think mine's not like that. Mine is drum and bass, but mine's a lot more like, we can do it. You know? How close is it to mine? Well, I mean, look. Drum and bass, one thing. That's one thing I got. That's one thing me and ULTRAKILL got together because we're awesome and we got cool ideas. This one has guitar. I wanted to use guitar. Showcase to me. Holding a guitar. I'm shit at guitar though, so. How about we just call it even and give it a 6 out of 10. Fast-paced drum and bass, but not ain't got guitar. But okay, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of difficulty making this video with a lot of scrapped songs, like much more than any other video I've ever created. But if you liked any of the songs that I did make on this video, you can listen to them all on Spotify and all other music streaming platforms under the artist name Gusto. And make sure to submit your song to the Discord for the live stream on this date. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Subscribe, and bye.